AsterFusion AsterNOS AIDC Edition. Enterprise SONiC distribution built for AI, HPC fabric and cloud data centers with lossless ROCEv2, AI-optimized networking, and smart telemetry.
Welcome to the Explainer. So if you're out there building or managing high-performance computing environments, you already know the harsh reality, right? AI model training and massive GPU clusters are putting just an unprecedented, literally crushing bottleneck on traditional networks. I mean, legacy systems simply weren't built for the scale of modern AI workloads. So today, we're exploring a purpose-built, open architecture solution to this exact crisis, AsterNOS, the enterprise SONiC distribution for AI data centers.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. We're going to cover Section 1, what is AsterNOS? Section 2, key technical highlights. Section 3, the turnkey solution from 100G up to 1.6T. Section 4, why choose AsterFusion? And Section 5, how you can start your evaluation.
All right, Chapter 1, what is AsterNOS? Purpose-built for the AI era.
Okay, let's get right into it. The absolute crucial point here is that AsterNOS takes the incredibly popular open foundation of SONiC and just completely supercharges it. It's deeply enhanced with enterprise-grade features specifically tailored for AI data centers, or AIDC. Basically, it gives you the power to build a modern, highly scalable network infrastructure that remains completely open. And that means you can finally eliminate that dreaded hardware vendor lock-in once and for all.
It operates on a highly horizontal architecture. So, it's built on this really robust Debian Linux foundation with a programmable data plane. From there, it seamlessly integrates your standard routing protocols like BGP and OSPF right within an intelligent control plane. But honestly, the true magic lies in the AsterNOS AIDC Edition module. This is a unified platform providing AI-native network optimization, ultra-lossless Ethernet, and intelligent routing. Plus, the whole shebang is managed through standard APIs and a comprehensive ops stack, meaning it easily integrates with the orchestration systems you're already using.
Moving on to Chapter 2, key highlights and technical advantages, let's look at the 6 pillars of performance. First up is AI network optimization. Now, in ultra-large GPU clusters, AI training workloads are completely dominated by massive elephant flows. In a traditional ECMP network, these heavy flows cause hash polarization. Basically, think of it as a massive traffic jam that leads to severe load imbalance, leaving your incredibly expensive compute resources just sitting there idle. AsterNOS actually solves this with hardware-level traffic engineering. It uses adaptive routing and switching to dynamically select the best paths based on real-time queue congestion. On top of that, it uses packet spraying and flowlet switching for packet-level load distribution. And with weighted cost multipath, it maximizes the utilization of every single unit of available bandwidth. The end result? Much higher effective bandwidth and totally maximized GPU utilization.
Our second highlight is the ultra-lossless Ethernet fabric. You know that AI training and direct GPU to GPU communication absolutely require zero packet loss. But configuring traditional ROCEv2 deployments? It's incredibly complex and super error-prone. AsterNOS introduces this brilliant template-based easy ROCE approach. This automates all those complex policy configurations, which actually improves provisioning efficiency by over 90%. Plus, it features full end-to-end congestion avoidance that detects loops and queue congestion within mere milliseconds, entirely preventing those nasty priority flow control, or PFC deadlocks, as well as broadcast storms.
But to truly understand our third highlight, intelligent routing, we have to stop and ask, how does the network handle microsecond-level fluctuations? Because traditional passive routing protocols, they just can't see these tiny, rapid changes that end up causing huge problems.
So AsterNOS introduces a closed-loop system powered by high-precision in-band telemetry, or INT. This allows the network to actually see the invisible by tracking performance down at the packet level. It continuously measures path quality, evaluating nanosecond-level latency changes and queue buildups. By actively sensing these changing conditions in real time, AsterNOS dynamically steers traffic to optimal paths, dodging congested links altogether. It's incredibly smart.
Pillars 4 and 5 showcase how AsterNOS operates seamlessly within modern cloud data center architectures. It fully supports spine-leaf topologies and EVPN VXLAN for strong multi-tenant network isolation and scaling. It also achieves millisecond-level failover and multi-chassis redundancy using MC lag and hardware BFD. And on the daily operations side, AsterNOS integrates beautifully with open tools you're probably already using. It supports Ansible for automated deployment and Prometheus and Grafana for real-time visual dashboards. With AsterNOS, your network transforms from this mysterious black box into a completely transparent, highly observable system. Finally, the sixth highlight, and honestly, this is a massive quality of life feature. Vanilla open source SONiC has a notoriously steep learning curve. AsterNOS completely bypasses this by utilizing a Cisco-like CLI. This makes the transition incredibly smooth for traditional network engineers, significantly lowering the barrier to entry for enterprise adoption. It's just a game changer for your IT teams.
Chapter 3, Turnkey Solution. The 100G to 1.6T hardware and software bundle. Because AsterNOS isn't just software floating in a vacuum, right? AstroFusion provides a fully integrated hardware and software solution. The sheer breadth of their CXN series product family is super impressive. These aren't just generic white boxes, they're high-performance data center switches built on industry-leading merchant silicon, specifically the Marvel TerraLink series. AstroFusion's in-house drivers deeply optimize this tight hardware-software integration, and the portfolio scales beautifully, offering ultra-low latency forwarding starting from 100G, going up to 400G, 800G, and all the way to a massive 1.6 terabits per second in a single box.
But how does this hardware and software combo actually perform out in the wild? Well, check this out. In real-world AI training scenarios, AsterNOS running on AsterFusion switches reduced P90 tail latency by a staggering 20.4% when compared directly to traditional InfiniBand networks. And that lower latency translates directly to faster AI training. When pitting the AsterFusion Rho-C switch against a traditional InfiniBand switch, the training goodput ratio, specifically the token generation rate, improved by up to 27.5% across different concurrency levels. The data here is crystal clear. Properly optimized Ethernet can genuinely crush specialized, proprietary interconnects in large-scale AI training.
We actually see a very similar winning streak when looking at storage performance. Under standard NVMe over Fabric workloads, AsterFusion switches running Rho-C v2 completely outperformed traditional InfiniBand setups. We're looking at a 10.1% reduction in write latency, and they squeezed out an extra 10.5% in concurrent write IOPS. And faster storage access means your GPUs spend way less time waiting around for data and a lot more time actually computing.
Chapter 4. Why choose AsterFusion? The Enterprise Advantage.
Now you might be thinking, why not just download the free community version of SONiC? Well, when you compare the two side by side, the community version requires heavy in-house testing, a bunch of DIY development, and relying on internet forums for support, which leads to massive hidden operational costs. AsterFusion, on the other hand, gives you a production-grade system that's already proven globally in massive AI clusters and telecom networks. You get guaranteed quarterly feature updates, lifetime bug fixes, and most importantly, full lifecycle expert support. We're talking everything from network planning and architecture design all the way to remote troubleshooting. It provides all the flexibility of an open ecosystem while significantly reducing your total cost of ownership.
Chapter 5. Start your AsterNOS evaluation. Experience the difference.
Getting started is literally frictionless. AsterFusion really wants you to experience the difference firsthand. First off, you can jump into their free online virtual lab today to test out the software and get a feel for that familiar CLI. Second, if you have specific AI or HPC workloads, you can request remote technical testing support. And third, when you're ready to see the physical performance for yourself, you can secure a discounted sample unit to validate the hardware right there in your own data center.
At the end of the day, dealing with the bottleneck of proprietary, closed-off networks is a choice, not a requirement. With AsterNOS, you get enterprise-grade stability, industry-leading latency reduction, and the total freedom of an open ecosystem. So I'll leave you with this. Are you ready to finally break free from vendor lock-in and truly unleash your AI workloads? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I highly encourage you to dive into that virtual lab and see the power of AsterNOS for yourself.
If you are interested in the AsterFusion Enterprise SONiC distribution, we welcome your inquiry. Please contact bd@cloudswit.ch. AsterFusion, leading provider open networking solutions.